I was like, I don't think I want to post that. All right. I barely even remember low key last night. For real. I ordered a polo shirt. Let me put a poll in here for people to get in here. Hmm. That's actually a good question. To be successful in America, hard or easy? That's actually a good one. Because some people are going to think we got it easy over here in America. Foreigners, whatever. That's why you see a lot of foreigners come over here, like Mexico. I remember when I used to work at this little chicken place, whatever, long time ago. He told me they were working at the little chicken place, but they were sending the money back to their family. And I'm like, hmm. But then I got to thinking, and I'm like, well, shit, if y'all sending money back to your family, more than like they said, most people are buying houses for their family. They're staying over here for like 30, 40 years. 30, 40 years, and I'm like, that's retirement. So how much money, did you give to your family across seas or whatever? And that's building them up. That's why more of them are coming over here. And I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense. Especially building. What I say is easy or hard myself though. If you've never seen success before, it's gonna be hard. But like this book I'm reading this morning, if you already know what you want to be successful at and know what you're strong at, life gets easy then and there. See the difference? When you don't know where you're headed, of course it's hard. You don't have a destination. But if you know where you're going, it's way easier. That's why I was saying earlier. Michael Jordan knew he wanted to play basketball. He knew he wanted to play in the NBA, right? He became the greatest. But then he went to baseball and he went to golf. He won the greatest. He wasn't wrong for going to play golf or baseball, but I don't think he realized at that time that was his strength. And I'm like, damn, if you look at it that way, a lot of us don't know our strengths. A lot of us don't know our weakness. So you can't be Michael Jordan to even get close to that until you figure out what's your basketball. And when I looked at it like that, hey, can y'all like this video? And I'm like, damn, if you look at it like that, how many of us really know? Hmm. But once you figure that side out, life gets way easier, in my opinion. Like I said, you're still gonna go through what I had to figure out myself. Just because you got money, don't mean you don't have the way I say it, rich nigga problems. But you can still have broke nigga problems. I just ask people, anybody on this live right now, which problems would you rather have, broke nigga problems or rich nigga problems? I'm just being honest there. Give me the rich nigga problems all day, cause at least I know what the my people. I don't really talk about money like that, or they just love me that much. She was like, "You stressed, ain't it?" Man, no. I would be stressed if I didn't have the money. But I'm a business owner. So I'm still dealing with stuff breaking, everything in that nature. So never think just because you got way more, I don't care if you got $2 million, bro, you still got problems. It may could be the slightest problem ever. It could be somebody dying in your family. That's still a problem. That's why I be putting this thing in this background, as y'all see, right there. This is what a lot of people get confused. This person is the business owner and the person that's trying to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to say in 2021, around that time, a little bit before that, around that time, a lot of people were trying to be entrepreneurs. A lot of people didn't know what business was, though. You're trying to skip steps and go straight to entrepreneur and solve other. Entrepreneurs solve people problems. Business owners just get you what you need. Like you see them potatoes. If you need potatoes, I'ma sell you potatoes, bro. But how those potatoes turn into French fries? Once I started looking at, that's why I saved these and come on the live. Once you start looking at how to turn those potatoes into French fries, you're an entrepreneur then. But if you just sell candy, bro, you're just running a business. You're not an entrepreneur. You didn't solve any problems yet that the world really needs you for. I'm going to say a guy that stays busy, but he's trying to solve problems, if y'all know. Elon Musk, Tesla car. Now they're doing the robo-taxi. I'm not going to say the Tesla car, it's helping people because it was new. And it was new, the Tesla car, honestly. But when they do the robo-taxis in Waymo now, if you live in a bigger city, comment, have you seen the Waymo taxis? With nobody driving in the car. It's a difference between the Uber man picking you up, and then a taxi just pulls up with nobody driving. Now, if that ain't futuristic. But now, when I looked at it as I'm saying it now, so you telling me they don't have to, that company don't got to hire nobody. All they got to do is design the cars to pick you up. So a lot of people honestly need to stop calling themselves entrepreneurs. You do business. You're not an entrepreneur. You're not an entrepreneur until you do something that's really going to solve people's problems. I definitely appreciate y'all for the staying in, tapping in. Let's see. Damn. So out of 6 people right now, excuse me, it says basically 3 out of 3 is 50%. Because I'm thinking right now, it's hard. Cool. But I'm like, can you shout out Gabe Horn? Shout out Gabe Horn. What's up, Baked Beans? Where you coming from? Why you retracted your message? You ain't saying nothing bad. But Trump is doing this thing with the I've been to California. If you've been to California, I've been to Skid Row. I've seen homeless people. Don't get me wrong. No, I've seen homeless people. That shit's that's it's not normal, but it's normal. Cool. But I have never seen what I seen in California that time. Bro, it was rows of tents going down. I have never seen that in my life. So Trump is saying they're going to get the people off the streets now. And they're going to put them in rehabilitation, like drug programs, rehabilitation stuff. So now the excuse of people saying they can't get the help, he's forcing people now to grow up because they're about to take food. If you're on public housing, not the people that have disability, but if you lost your job, you needed help, which I understand. If you know, you needed help. You needed food stamps. You needed whatever. You only can receive public housing for 2 years. After 2 years, you're not eligible no more. So the people where I'm from that's been getting it for 15, 20 years, they're finally going to have to figure out something different. So what you thought was hard in America, now we're about to see the shit get hard when you're being forced now to work. At first, you could go to work. If not, you can go get food stamps. Or you can, if you're not from America, the unemployment, if you get fired from a job in America, they'll pay you unemployment money. And when the pandemic hit, they were sending people $1,000 a week that have never ever in their life made $1,000 a week. Baked Bean said nowhere aka Antarctica. I think because I asked you where you from. I, if you're from Antarctica, bro, that's dope. That's dope. I don't think I ever met anybody from. That's why I like coming on my live too, because you never know who you're gonna come against, and everybody sees my second most highest view place on YouTube. My analytics came in last night and told me it was Canada. Oh, excuse me, Canada right there. So I'm not too shocked on that. But I will. Hey, give me 1 million subscribers from Canada. I'm fine with that, bro. No cap. Give me a. It don't even. I don't have to have 1 million subscribers in America, Canada. I don't care if China. If 1 million people from China found my YouTube, hey, come on, come on. I don't care where you from. Tap in, tap in. I need to get my passport. I'm gonna get my passport by January or before January. After I get these little bit of problems out my way. Sir Jixro. Nah, gang. I need to get a haircut. I need to get a haircut, but lucky I don't look like what I've been through and can smile for real. Bro said your forehead looking fresh. Wait till I get that fresh cut though. I'm probably gonna take off about another week before I get a fresh cut. I ain't really worried about it. I'm hustling. I am. I have nobody to impress, gang. I swear. I'm trying to impress myself. For real. Trying to make myself proud. Before I tell anybody else, yo, is they proud of me? I don't give a damn. People was saying they was shouting me out and bigging me up when I was on the small levels. I can only imagine what happens when you get to the big level. What they said, everybody hand out. How about I play broke now? But really, a lot of people don't be playing. When people say they're a millionaire and a billionaire, they don't have that money in straight cash. It's in assets. So if somebody tells me they're a billionaire, more than likely they probably got about 50 million in the stock market, 100 million. Probably got 100 million in real estate, 100 million in such and such. It's spread it out when you got a billion and millions of dollars. But if you just got 1 million and 2 million, I can see that. But anything over certain numbers, it don't work like that, gang. So it's 55% is saying America is hard. I already know y'all gonna say it's hard. But I said to be successful though. It's hard in America, of course, but to be successful, I think it's easier. Cause why are a lot of, why is way more foreigners coming to America? What do we have to make other countries want to come to America? Not to visit, but to want to really be over here. And we have more wealth in our country than a lot of people got. It's a difference in you not knowing how to be successful than you saying it's just hard. That's a big difference for me, gang. That's a big, because it's easy to be successful. It's hard to find out what to be successful at, my opinion. That's why I like to ask these and do these polls, because it lets me know how other people think. I got five. And plus, I'm a man of my word. Look at all the books I got. That's the only way you can be successful, honestly. And this week, that new company is gonna IPO. I'm with it. I'm with it, gang. I just know you have to take risks to get rich. And that's when I think I don't give a fuck meter. It has to be way up here. Way up. When you're taking risks and getting millions and billions of dollars, bro, that little small shit people be talking about that phases them can't phase you. It can't even phase me in a situation. And I had to figure that out. I'm like, when people say they rather save money, bro, In America, that's the hardest fucking thing to do. Save money. You might as well invest it and put it into other businesses, because trying to save up to $1 million, I think it said it's gonna take you 150 years to 200 years if you wanted to just save $1 million. But if you put it into stocks, crypto, into businesses, you could grow that to millions in less time. So when I had a poll up there yesterday and people said they were gonna save money, I'm like, yo, save money for an emergency. Save money for 6 months, shit like that. But to say I'm gonna save money for 30 years, I swear, I'm gonna put this in the poll. I really wanna know what people think on this one. What do people think about this? Hold on. Yeah, this is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna say 20 years. 15 years, fuck that. We didn't go too far out. 15 years. Save for 15 years. That's a good one, actually. Invest. All right. Start that poll. Because for some reason, YouTube likes when I do polls, too. I guess because it keeps y'all active. Got to keep your head on the swivel outside. Oh, man. I'm glad. I wasn't in a good mood at first today, but I definitely am now. I think the more consistent and shit I get, it's just like, bro, just keep going through the motions. You fighting to be successful, you're fighting an uphill battle. You're gonna face failure trying to be successful, but I'd rather fight the failure to get to success. Cause shit, if you're not even chasing success, you technically a failure. If you're not chasing goals and shit, you technically a failure. And what the fuck do failures do all day? I can only imagine. Cause believe me, once I get off this live, I'm going straight back into my book. Probably gonna lock into my book for the rest of the day till I go make some new money. For real. For the little problem I had this morning. Fuck it though. I definitely ran out my watch hours this morning, which is great. I want to I think Monday, I'm going to plan on doing a 2-hour stream. I want to see the difference. And if I change and come with my title and shit, like I see that's what sends your video through the roof. Because I definitely got, as you see all them books, I got a lot of shit to talk about. Whoever that first person is, excuse me, that just clicked invest for 15 years, thank you. Even though you're the first person, excuse me, just 8. You're the first person, bro. Because it's going to be unbalanced shit in the next probably 5 minutes, it's not going to be balanced. But it shows me how a lot of people think. But you can't force knowledge on people. That's the only thing I would never do. If I'm telling you we over here getting rich, but you don't want to learn it, most people be like, you didn't tell me. They want to hear about the scamming shit. They want to hear about that quick, I can go to the bank and do some scamming ass shit and get 30, 50,000. Instead of, it might take us 6 months to a year to make our first 30 to 50K. Like, you got to go through these emotions, bro. Because I know so many people in 2025 As soon as you go on they Instagram and they Facebooks and shit, Twitters, it's telling you, tell me I'm lying. It's saying tap in, and these people want you to have a Navy Federal account just to do it, bro. What is going on? These people are gonna go get a fake check, and they're gonna cash it in your name. They're gonna write the check for $20,000, and they're gonna put it in your name. And when they cash the check, it's gonna be in your account. Excuse me. So now when I go to the bank, I can go withdraw that 20K, or I can transfer that 20K before the bank even knows what happened. Who the fuck wanna yo, it's called y'all doing white collar crimes. Imagine doing white collar crimes and you don't even know what the fuck you doing. That's white collar crimes right there. When you hearing people saying that shit, tap in and get, do you got a Truist bank? You gonna get that 20,000. You gonna get that 15,000. And when a year or two come and you get a fuck, huh, when the feds want to ask you some questions, don't be surprised. I feel like, which one was worse? Doing the PPP loan or people that scamming the banks out that $10,000, $20,000 real quick? I feel like that shit gonna backfire more on the people that's getting 10, 20K. Cause there's so many people that did that PPP loan. Some people gonna get away, some people not. But once that bank get flagged about y'all, you'll see. All easy money ain't the best money. I will say that myself. You could be a millionaire in the drug game. I bet you life ain't that sweet. I bet you that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a I'm gonna do a crazy live Monday. I'm gonna do 2 hours. I'm gonna do 2 hours Monday, gang. I ain't gonna log out of it yet, but hold on, give me a second. Ooh, fuck. So yeah, this one ain't gonna be that lit. About to get back into my book for the day, gang. I'll be back with some good shit soon.